Hi, I Survive readers, and welcome to the I Survive Book Club. Today I'm going to be talking to you about I Survived the Nazi Invasion 1944. This novel, which I wrote a few years ago, and the brand new graphic novel, which just came out. These books are very close to my heart. My goal is to help you understand this incredibly important and tragic time in history, the Holocaust. I explore this through my characters, Max and Zena, who are living through this just dark and tragic time in history. I'm going to begin by reading you a little preview of this book, and then I'm going to show you a little bit of the graphic novel, and then I hope you're going to explore all the different resources that we've created for you. Chapter 1, August 10th, 1944, Lodz Forest, Eastern Poland. All across Europe, Jewish people were being hunted. Millions were already dead. But 11-year-old Max Rosen was determined to stay alive. Max thought that he and his little sister Zena would be safe in this forest, but now they were caught in a massive bombing attack. German planes roared through the sky, dropping 1,000-pound bombs that fell with shattering explosions. Kaboom! Enormous trees became flaming torches. Sparks showered down like burning snowflakes. Twisted metal and razor-sharp shards of wood blew up all around them. And this was only the beginning. Soon soldiers with machine guns would stampede through the forest, hunting for people who had survived the explosions and fires. Anyone they caught would be shot on the spot. Max gripped Zena's hand as they ran for their lives. Their only hope was a nearby swamp. They could hide in the mud and slime with the snakes and the snapping turtles and the razor-sharp grass. But then came the biggest explosion of all. Kaboom! The force ripped Max away from Zena and sent him flying through the air. His body twisted and turned. His mind swirled with terror. Smack! He landed in a ditch. He lay there dazed. Was he still alive? But then there was a thundering crack above. Max looked up just in time to see a massive flaming tree crashing down on top of him. One of the really interesting things to me when I look at both of these books is to compare them. You know, this amazing team of people created the graphic novel using the story that I created in my regular novel. So Georgia Ball, who's an amazing author, she adapted this. That means that she read my story and she considered how this would be best turned into a graphic novel. Georgia wrote what's called a graphic novel script. So she writes the text, she figures out what kinds of illustrations, what should be shown. She had to make some hard decisions because there are many fewer words in a graphic novel. And then this amazing artist, Alvaro Saraseca, who lives in Spain, created this artwork that to me is just absolutely, gripping and incredible. To see my characters, their journey brought to life through this artwork was incredible. So I don't know which one you want to read, whether you want to read both. I'm sure your library probably has both. But one of the things that I think is a really interesting thing to do is to read one, maybe a friend reads another, and you guys can compare notes and talk about what you got from the different characters. Another idea would be for you to read this one, and before you read the graphic novel, to think about if you were a graphic artist, which would be the scenes that you would want to bring to life through the artwork. And then when you're reading the graphic novel, I just think it's so interesting to consider just what went into creating this. I mean, this took a year for this artist to put together. Each individual piece of artwork has to be considered, rough draft, drawn, and then inked, which is a separate process, and then colored. So it's the team that Alvaro worked with went beyond just him. It was an entire team of artists that brought together that graphic novel. So I hope you're going to explore the resources that we created for you, because those will work with either one, either the regular novel or the graphic novel. And I really hope that I get to hear from you guys and hear what you think about all of this work. Bye-bye.